Well, I think this transfer special will be about one thing, and that is signing hot prospects for our reserve side in hopes that they can make it to the first team. Before all of that, though, we've got a season review that we want to go over where we did win the Dutch Cup this year. Taking a look at the new arrivals. What did they do? What did the board think about them? I thought I clicked the button. Still feel like I clicked it 3 times. Okay, here we are. So, Damian Serena, they rated this a B+. He put out a 7.5. He played in 1 match for us. He did score a goal in that one. Sammy, A+ rating. Somehow he's not the signing of the season, though. 7.33, played in a lot of matches. I was really impressed by this guy's ability on the first team. Harold Matopu, this is another guy that I liked. He came in midway through the season and actually played really well, put out an average rating of 7.18. The board only see it as a C+. Nagidi was our top signing of the season, which is surprising to me. A- for that one. Overby comes in with a B-. Pacheco a B+, Aston an A- as well. And that is all of them, guys. Well, the money side of things, how did that work out for us? Sponsorship goes up, broadcast revenue goes up, corporate and hospitality also going up, competition prize money goes up significantly this season, and match day commercial and retail up slightly. Top selling kits was Zamora, Janssen, Stan Cardenius, and Overby. Club awards. Fans Player of the Season goes to Janssen. Young Player of the Season, Gronvik. Signing of the Season was Nagidi. Goal of the Season goes to Stan. Top goal scorer was Cardenius with 24. Most assists goes to Overby with 8. Stan with most player of the matches with 6. Gronvik put out the highest average rating of a 7.4. And also the most passes completed per 90 minutes. Record breakers. Sammy breaks most goals by a player in a match. Also in a league match. Shutouts by a player in the season goes to Tejan at the young age of 19. And we also received the most money we ever have for a player, and that being Polvesen. Stan wins FIFA's best under-21s men player, and Gabriel Lucas wins Dutch Young Player of the Year. Well, it's crazy to believe that Kestens is still in our best overall 11. That is just surprising. I think that'll eventually will change to one of the guys that we have on our team. Maybe Lucas. He's been the most impressive to me. The rest of the side I can't really argue with. I think you could probably take Lucho out at this point. Maybe Patrick, but nobody's really solidified themselves on that left-hand side either. Well, club vision and expectation. Crazy thing is, we look to expand the stadium another time. Should have just built a decent stadium to start with. They want us to reach the group stage of the Champions League and qualify for the Champions League this upcoming season. So I definitely think we can do that. I would like to get some of this off. I'd really like to get this, make the most of set pieces off because, well, we've had trouble in this save with set pieces, you know, not going back to the defaults and then loading in what I've tried to. It's kind of hung up, it seems like. So let's see if we can get some of this stuff taken off. I would like to take that off. One more try. Okay, I back down. You're going to be disappointed, but I back down. Well, there it is. We look to add another 10,000 seats to the stadium. I mean, we're just racking up in debt on this new stadium, ain't we? The board set our initial budgets as well. So payroll of 42 mil and transfer budget of 66 mil. We're never going to spend all of that. I can go ahead and tell you that right off the get-go. Well, I've taken a look at our reserve side, and I think we need to add some depth to it. Center back, left back, left wing, right wing, a bunch of different things. I'm looking for players that are potentially 2-star players, 5-star potential. That way they don't really kick up a fuss about not being in the first team right off the get-go. Maldonado will not be on this team, though, next year. He is joining Gink, so we're without him, and I do think we need just a little bit of depth on this side. We've got some good potential guys, but I would like to increase that even. Speaking of our reserve side, I just want y'all to look at this. They won the league again. They have absolutely dominated since we have took over. The under-18s as well win the league again. I think this is their second time winning it. Yeah, they won it last season as well, so that's massive. We're looking great in terms of youth prospects. It feels like we're just looking at these leagues and how we have dominated them. Well, I have added some players to our short list of former players. If I'm missing anybody that you guys want to see added to that list, please let me know down in the comments below. It'll just help me out, add some players to this. We got a whole slew of guys that we want to take a look at. Nestor still at Tottenham. How is he holding up there? Developing into a fantastic player. Is he actually playing for him? I did play for him some, so that's good, and put out 6.9, so he's doing pretty good in the Premiership. Stephen Lee is still at Watford and is playing quite a bit for them also. Fleming's, he has changed clubs since we have sold him. We sold him to Brighton. They used him a little bit the first season, none the second. Then they sell him to Russia. Goes out there and he has been a starter for them for, I guess, since joining. Villagra is at Barcelona. How is he holding up? my man, played a good bit of matches for him this season. Joins, I think, in the middle of the season, puts out a 6.92 for them. Polvison joins Man United's under-23 side, so I don't expect him to be playing a ton. He did play a couple of matches, didn't put out the greatest of ratings, but is getting some game time. This one right here, Chavi, my boy. I love this guy. I would love to have him back on the team. He is now playing for Torino and just banging in stuff for him. 7.16 last season, 7.7 the season before. Looking fantastic for them. Ranieri is now in Brazil. He goes back to Brazil after not having, I mean, he did have a good match. He did do pretty good for Dusseldorf. Kind of surprised they sold him. Bart Van Roy is still at Sevilla. He is transfer listed. Played some for him and has put out a solid rating of a 6.9 and then a 6.89 after that. Tom Hay, the legend himself. Obviously his physical abilities have gone down significantly, but played 27 matches this past season and put out a 6.91, even at the age of old, 35 years old, and still performing really good. Delgado, I feel sorry for this guy. He has not got the matches he's wanted. He has not played a lot since joining Almeria. Just one time, really. That's disappointing considering how well he did for us. Well, we talked about the reserve side, and there is going to be some changes to the senior squad, I believe, this season as well. I really want to focus on... I want to drop you down to the reserve side as well. I want to focus on getting the left wing sorted out. I feel like we've got a great player in Sammy. I mean, he's already up to a 3.5-star player and a 5-star potential, and his attributes are just going up. He's playing fantastic for us. This guy right here is going to be great for us. That being said, his backup position is kind of weak. We've got Montalongo, who wants to leave the club, and honestly, I'm done with him. I'm done with him. It's just one of those things, guys. I know he's on low wages, but he wants to leave the club, right? And I'm fine with it, really, I think. And then the other option we have there is Luis Garcia. He is a interesting player. He's valued at 13.75 mil. He's 2-star player, 5-star potential. I do think he will be a very solid backup option for us on that left-hand side, but I would like to bring in one more player over there to just to help out a little bit on depth. Maybe a player that's really similar to him, a 2.5-star player, 2-star player that's 5-star potential, that kind of fits more of the inside forward that we want. Not saying that Garcia can't do it, but his long shots are a little bit lower. Even though they have gone up, I am training him, I believe. Nope, not training him on that. I need to start training him on that. I thought I was. So let's go ahead and start doing that as well, just to try getting his long shots up. I think that's his only weakness as a left-hand side player for us, really. Well, I kind of forgot about this guy. We signed Emmanuel Hugheswood. He's a 1.5-star player, 4.5-star potential striking option. I mainly signed him for the reserve side. That's really it. We'll probably train him so he can play on the left-hand side to as an inside forward, even though his long shots are absolutely trash. I also want to note that there is quite a few of our players that are wanted by other clubs. Janssen is wanted by a whole slew of clubs. Big names in there as well, so if they come in for him, we're going to have a real tough time hanging on to him. Boss is one, same thing. Big clubs there interested in him. And some of those sides, it will be definitely hard to fight off. Also, Cardenas, another thing, just the same situation. So many people are interested in him. Gronvik is actually wanted by a ton as well. This is going to be interesting if we sell a lot of these guys. Cano is wanted. You know, I kind of assumed that he's been good this season. Snow is wanted as well by Almeria. And it seems like Almeria is where we sell players for a profit, but they go to die. So I'd prefer to hang on to him. Vansk is wanted as well, which is kind of surprising looking at the clubs that are interested in him. Montalongo, no. Okay, there we are. Well, this was a very interesting email. It came in a while back ago, just a couple of days ago, on the 12th. It's the 17th now. And yeah, his value was worth that at the time. Since then, it's jumped up to 92 mil. Jesus, Murphy. Also, we've defended off offers for Gronvik and Cano. Darby County was in for Gronvik. I can't remember who was in for Cano. In the last little bit of news, Montalongo came and asked for his transfer request to be called back, and I accepted that, mainly because I haven't been able to find a guy that I think would do better than him. Well, unfortunately, everybody you sign isn't a hit. Amir has left the club on a free transfer. That's disappointing. And the same with Maldonado. That one's tough because he had a lot of potential. Chavarria joins the club for 2.9 mil. We needed a left back on our reserve side, and I think this guy is definitely going to be him. He's already valued at 34 mil. He may be a guy that we can use on our first team. He's that good already. We signed Rubitsky for $3 million, I believe. I like this guy a lot. He's a pressing forward, and he looks pretty damn solid. We needed a kind of a backup for Cardanius. I think this guy is definitely going to be his backup. His strength is at 15. That's pretty solid. I also signed Amon here. He's a left wing option for our reserve side. He looks fairly well. I want to train up his shooting a little bit, but I do believe he could be an inside forward for us at some point in his career. And a little bit of bad news. Dynamo Kiev have met Boss's release clause, so we may be losing him. Well, 2 players out and 1 player in. That's right. I'm not replacing one of these guys. So up first, Cano goes to Darby. I like this guy. I liked him a lot. He was a really good deep line playmaker. They unfortunately met his release clause. A lot of clubs actually didn't. He leaves the club for 9.25. Cuvier, he leaves for 9.75, goes to Brighton. A couple clubs as well meet his release clause, and that's where he decides to go. So best of luck to him. I don't think we add either one of these guys to the short list. That being said, I have brought in 1 player, and I spent a decent chunk of money on him for 14.5. We've brought in Seal here. He's a 2.5-star player, 5-star potential, deep line playmaker, Dutch born. I don't see any holes in his game to be a deep line playmaker for us. I think he's going to be our backup there. I think Overby's going to drop back and be our starter there. That way, Stan and him are both on the pitch at the same time. I think that's just great business for us. Well, it is becoming ridiculous how many times we have played in the Johan Cruyff shield thing and not been able to win. I am putting out our best side, right? Because I want to win it that bad. Can we get on the score sheet first? We have been so dang bad in this cup shield thing. It's been real bad. We've played in it so many freaking times and not been able to win it. But you know, last season was the first time we won the Dutch Cup. Let's make this our first time. In order to get started first, can we get the stop on them? It's been kind of a boring match. Obviously, very early on still in it. Not many highlights yet. And this is a good opportunity. Nobody covers that. Tejan's forced to make a great save, and it's out for a corner kick. Sent into the box. And Tejan with the safe hands. It's our turn to hopefully get on the score sheet now. Pacheco on the ball, plays it over to Overby. I do think Overby will be getting a lot of game time as a deep line playmaker. Lucas to Zamora. Oh, it's just ridiculous. We have played in this cup so many times and just not been able to win it. Castro, it's deflected. Stan takes a shot, still deflected. Overby brings it down. A bunch of deflections happening in the box. Chaos assumes. Now a counterattack for Feyenoord. We got to get back, guys. We have to get back and defend this. I want to win it. I just do. I don't know why. It's not like it's important. Okay, we've had a couple opportunities in this match. I feel like we might be able to win it. Sammy brings us down. Not sure how. Stan on the ball. Overby now. Okay, Castro's taken down hard. No pin. No foul there. Now the counterattack. Now the counterattack has been sprung. We've got plenty of guys back. I feel like Pacheco does a good job of dealing with that. Oh no. Oh no. Tejan with a nice save. It's hitting to the box. Did we do a good job? Tejan's got the safe hands today. Well, some bad news. Sammy has picked up a little bit of an injury. It's a knee injury, so at halftime he will be coming off. We look to go again here. Lucas places out wide to Castro. Can he drag it across, pick out anybody? Lucas takes the shot. And I kind of wish he wouldn't have with that result. We've got an opportunity. Cardanius beats the defender, takes the shot. Doesn't get a lot behind that. We deserve a goal. We have been so good, it seems like, throughout this match. Lucas now slams on the brakes. Stan wins us a corner. Lucas descended in. Can he pick out anybody? No, sir, he cannot. Zamora, free kick, sends it in. Ah, so close. Well, we have a free kick from a dangerous spot. Overby sends this in. It's in. It's in the back of the net. Who was that? Johnson. Okay, let's go. If it stands, we're up 1-0. And it does. There we are. We're up 1-0 in the Johan Cruyff Shield Cup thing. You guys get it. That's awesome. But Feyenoord might not be done just yet. They look to get a goal back and get this match tied up. A good shot. Yeah. 1-1. Guys, I didn't even commentate that because I just literally thought we was building out of the back. Feyenoord go up 2-1. And let's take a look at it here. This was bad. Very bad. I mean, I'm not sure what Tejan's doing there, but it ultimately leads us to being down 2-1. Well, guys, I just don't think we have it in us today, unfortunately. Cardanius gets past his defenders, takes the shot. He had a good opportunity, just can't finish. Time is running out, guys. Time is running out. And It's another year we're competing in this competition, and another year we're losing in this competition. Tejan plays this to Johnson. I am totally defeated at this point. Overby out wide. Plays it to Markowski. Can we get it back level here? Cardanius been terrible today. Stan also been terrible. He remains terrible. If they make it 3-1, I'm never trying in this competition again. I mean, guys, it's over. It's over. We're done. We're not winning it yet again. I'm really disappointed because, like, the goal that we give up for the second one is just so stupid. Just so stupid. We win this ball. Zamora's taken down hard. Yeah, we're just waiting for that whistle. We're waiting for that whistle, ain't we? Looks like it. I mean, maybe we have something left in us at the very end here. Markowski on it. Plays it to Stan. A little bit of a poor touch there. That leads for the match being done 2-1. Another year. Another year of defeat, guys. One of these days, we're going to win this. Well, we're not going to end this episode on a bad note. We brought in Martin Hop from 20 for $675K. I think this is really good business, guys. He's going to sit on the reserve side. But I think if we sell one of our right-wing options, he will immediately become our third choice. He's a 2-star player, 4.5-star potential Dutch-born player that is already valued at 38 mil after we immediately sign him. So that's good news. I don't see anything really wrong with this guy's game. I might start training him a little bit on long shots just to get that up a little bit. His crossing as well could go up. But I do think this is some very solid business. Well, overall, I think it was a pretty good transfer window. We didn't buy a ton of players, but what we did bring in, I think, is of quality. And the guys that we lost, granted, we're going to miss them, but I feel like we've got great replacements for them. If you enjoyed this episode, though, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment down below, and as always, my dudes, thank you for watching.